Angry guy here, and women are losing their minds as passport bros leave. Well, well, well. Women are losing their minds as passport bros leave. I mean, it's to be expected. It's to be expected. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video.
Let's do it, boys.
I've waited for my husband for so many years, and I'm just getting fat, and I'm about to turn 40. There's a lot of stress on me right now.
That's reality, kiddos. When women in internet
Bro, bro. So she's crying that she's about to turn 40, and I'm about to be 40. Is it too late to freeze my eggs? Oh my gosh. So, do you see this frightening guys? Like, she's literally like giving herself injections in the stomach, and like this is just absolutely sad. What happened here is that these women, they thought that time would wait. They thought that, they could do this forever. They thought that they could get away with it. They thought that, there would be no consequences for feminism. You know, it's the truth. They thought there would be no consequences for feminism, and now they're losing their minds as the pastor bros are walking away, as men are leaving. These women are losing their minds because they have no one to turn to, and now they're trying to have babies by themselves. Like, this is something I predicted this was going to happen. That women are going to start trying to have kids, a ton of kids by themselves. Because think about it, 45% of women between the ages of 25 and 44 are going to be single and childless come 2030. So what these women are going to do, because think about 95%, think about this. Women find 95% of men based on based on, this is what I read from a subscriber recently. Women find, based on eHarmony, online dating surveys from like eHarmony, women find roughly 95% of men as either unattractive or average. And women don't want average guys. So, and the guys they're deeming average are like high earners, like guys who are high income, guys who are 6 feet tall, guys who live these guys who are even wealthy, very well off. They deem a lot of these guys as just plain out average. Like, if you're not like a for some of these women, if you're not a multi-millionaire and are a movie star or an athlete, like, you like do not apply. Do not apply. Like, they're literally within the 5% of men, and then there are a bunch of women who only find around, like, there's like 80% of women who only find like 1% of guys as really attractive. It's some insane statistics. Insane statistics. Like, there was a survey done. Well, it was actually a study done where these guys where they went to Tinder, and they found that 80% of women that they included in the study were all going after the same 1% of men. Like, they were all going after the same 1% of men and eliminating 99% of all of available men, which is absolute insanity, which really goes in hand with the notion that women find roughly 95% of men as either unattractive or average. So your chances of even getting in a relationship with one of these women is very, very low. There's a lot of guys, there's a guy that was kicking himself in the comments, and he was saying, he's not going to go overseas to go and find a woman. It feels like it's kind of cheating, or it's like, like failing because he wasn't able to find someone in his own backyard. He can't find someone here in America. And he's like putting putting himself down. And I'm trying to explain to the guy, dude, these women are defective. One, they're defective. Two, these are not the kinds of women that you want to marry, okay? These are women with high body counts, bad attitudes. They don't cook, they don't clean, they don't want to have anything. They don't have anything to provide. Yet you're desperate to get into a relationship with these women because you've been conditioned to believe that these women are somehow of value. And these women are extraordinarily toxic in nature compared to foreign women who were raised to be feminine, who were raised to, be submissive. And being submissive just basically means agreeable. And agreeable doesn't mean you're a pushover. It just means you're not argumentative. Okay, you have your opinion, but you're not constantly fighting with your partner. You create peace when they're around. And and listen. And it doesn't mean that a woman will stay in a relationship that where she's being taken advantage of, or she's being neglected, or any like a foreign woman. If she's with a guy who's not good, she'll walk away, she'll leave. It doesn't mean that she's a pushover. It just means that she creates peace for him. Because a man who wants his peace, a lot of men are done with this nonsense. They're not going to give up their peace for this craziness. And look at what this woman is going through. She is literally doing in vitro fertilization at 40 years old. She's about to be 40, and she's doing IVF and giving herself injections, and they have to try to extract eggs from her, also that she can go and either try to find someone in her 40s to marry. Like this is crazy, guys. This is crazy. I told you, a lot of women are going to try to have children. Some of them are going to adopt. Some of them are going to adopt. But the ones who adopt, they're all going to want newborns. They're all going to want a brat. They're all going to want a newborn. So some will try to adopt. Many of them will want a baby of their own. Their own DNA. So this is where things are going to get really insane, because they're going to go to sperm banks, and they're all going to try to use the same sperm. All right, they're all going to want the same sperm from like the same exact guy, like has the same qualities, like tall and like tall and blonde with blue eyes and blah, and specific traits, and just like all just kind of, and not just what he looks like, but also he has to have these characteristics, like he's this and he's that, and he has this trait, and all kinds of insane stuff. All right, like all like this, like women are going to try to go use the exact same sperm from the exact same guy to get pregnant, and many of them are not even going to get pregnant. The ones that do, it's insane, are going to basically going to be carrying on the legacy of some Chad. And it's pretty sad. And then we're going to have a new generation of single mothers, and the funny thing is that most men at this point are just walking away. They're opting out of society. Men walking away is just growing. Men walking away is not messing around. Men walking away is getting larger and larger. Either they're dropping out of Western society and avoiding relationships with all Western women, or they're going overseas and finding themselves a good foreign woman, and starting new lives with their foreign wives in foreign countries. And that's really how it is. And if they come back to America, they're just coming back to America to make some money and then take off, which is insane. So they're taking all their money from America. This is gonna be huge, guys. This is gonna be huge as the number of men increase. As men walking away grows larger, and they become password bros. They choose to go down the password bro route. It's only going to get larger. The amount of money that's being taken out of the United States is going to be substantial, because these men are not going to be spending their money in the US. They're going to be taking all that money and bringing it to these foreign countries, and these foreign countries are going to be welcoming these men. All right, it's going to be literally insane, because they're like, oh my gosh, we have all these foreign guys coming and bringing all their money here and spending all of that money in this country. That's a huge boom when you have all this, the American dollar being just literally taken out of the United States. It's going to be crazy. And at that point, that's what's really scary, is that they could try to tax us. They literally can. That At that point, that's when they could literally say, okay, we're going to start trying to tax you guys for for doing this. And it's possible they could try to do something like a foreign bride tax, like we're going to try you but it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, we're going to tax you because you're going overseas and you're taking your money with you. If they do that, then what ends up happening is it creates a substantial problem, because that basically means that it's not your money, it's their money, and they're taxing you for using your money where you choose to use it. It's insane. Imagine being taxed for using your money in another country. It's an insane concept. And imagine being taxed for choosing to be with someone else who's not an American woman. All right, but guys, it can happen. But I mean, will they successfully get away with it? That's another story. But but a foreign bride tax, it could happen. You know, taxing you for living in another country, spending your money for spending your money in another country. It could happen. And what the strange thing is that when you live in another country, you usually pay taxes in that country, and that country it's weird. It's so backwards. It's really so backwards. But it's going to be substantial. It's going to be substantial. The more men walking away, as I told you, right now it's a trend, and then trends become normalities, and normalities become traditions. And don't be surprised when you've got 13-year-old boys, not even in high school yet, and these 13-year-old boys are getting in touch with 13-year-old girls, 12 or 13-year-old girls in other countries, and building relationships with them, and saying things like I love you and I want to see you. I'm telling y'all, 13, like literally falling in love at 13 with little foreign girls, and setting and begging their parents like, mommy, please, I want to go to can we please go to Italy, can we please go to Slovenia, can we please go to Slovenia, for so and so. I want to go and visit I want to go and visit where the fuck her name is, like Alexis, or whatever the foreign chick's name is, like they visit their little foreign bitch, and that's I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Like that's really what it's coming down to. All right, you're gonna see all these little boys, all these little 13, 14-year-old boys showing each other pictures of their foreign girlfriends. It's some fucked up shit. That's where it's some fucked up shit. All these little American boys, UK, Western boys in the UK, Australia, talking about, look, this is my girlfriend in Thailand. This is my girlfriend in Thailand. This is my girlfriend in the Philippines. Or this is my girl. This is my girlfriend. In some shit European country. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you. All right. And even Africa, some little kid talking about, I got y'all beat. This is my Ethiopian girl. Look at that ass on her. Like I am so serious, y'all. I am so serious, y'all. It's good. It's coming. This is what it's coming down to. Women are losing their minds as password bros leave, because they're in complete and utter, like, they're chaos right now because of what they've done and the poor decisions they've made. God, what do you think about this? What do you think the fact that they're losing their minds as men are walking away from society and Western women entirely? I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Go ahead and like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.